Greetings, brothers and sisters. It's Marcus DaCosta here. Just thought I'd take a moment to speak to you all. I've not spoken to you on my YouTube or Facebook or wherever else you're watching this from in a while. So I just had a thought while I was doing some work, and what it was is I'm actually doing some work. If you can look down here, you can see all of these very sharp briars, these very sharp nettles. It's quite dangerous, but what it is I need to use the gate behind me, and the way has been blocked for some time by what you can see. These are blackberry bushes, and they're quite sharp. You can see that how sharp they are, and because they're so sharp, no one's going to want to use that gate, but I need to use it. So what I've decided to do is get kitted up so I can clear the pathway. Now, to do that, I've had to use this. I had to use some gloves, and I had to use some really quite long shearers to make sure I don't hurt myself, to make sure I'm equipped to do the work that needs to be done. And as I was doing this work, I just had a thought about how this relates to the gospel of the kingdom and the way, truth, and the life. You see, brothers and sisters, there are a lot of people who want to get through the gate, who want to enter into the kingdom, but their way, brothers and sisters, are being blocked. They're being blocked and they're being withheld. And that can come in various forms. It can come in the form of religion. It can come in the form of traditions. It can come in the form of culture. It can come in the form of the economy. It can come in many different kinds of forms. And what happens is, though you may desire to enter through the gate, you are restricted by these things which grow to block your way. You'll get up close to it and you'll decide, no thank you, this is too dangerous, this is prickly, this is going to hurt. Then you come along and you find that there are some tools that you can use. The Bible says that the word of the Almighty is sharper than a two-edged sword. It can separate spirit from soul. It is a sharp two-edged sword. It can divide, it can cut, it can pierce, but it also can defend. So what we have is a situation where the gate to enter in can be cleared. You can clear it by using the sword of the word, which is the spirit of prophecy, Yeshua the Messiah. You can clear it by calling upon the husbandman, which is the Father. And the husbandman, which is the Father, is faithful and true to answer your prayers if your prayer is in agreement with his will. So I would say to you, whatever those things be which are in the way, clearing and causing you to remain out of the kingdom of the Almighty, causing you to be fearful and unbelieving, causing you to not enter in, I would take shearers, the sword of the Spirit, to that thing and chop that thing down, whatever it may be. Stay out of religion, which is unfruitful, which will cause you to not be in relationship or enter into the kingdom. Stay out of politics and out of the economy, which will cause you to be fearful and disbelieving and not sow into this kingdom, into the Spirit, knowing that God is not mocked. Whatever a man sows, he will reap. Whatever it is, whether it be your friends or your family, which may cause you to remain outside, to be fearful and unbelieving. The Bible says in closing that the kingdom of Jehovah suffereth violence, and the violent take it by force. So in conclusion, take the kingdom by force. It's worth it. Shalom.